Okay, let's have the HTML file in the JS file.
I think first I have to make the HTML.
That's correct, yeah. So today we are going to learn about arrays. And if time is there, we'll also briefly look into objects. Okay.
Done.
Okay, you'll also have a JS file, right? Script file also will be there. You will link the HTML with the JS.
Sir, I have to name it like 24.gs.
We used to do that. JS file is always whatever name the extension is .js, correct?
Yes, wait, I'll just. Oh,
And then how will you link the JS file with the HTML file?
sir.
You have to link the JS file with the HTML file, correct?
Yes, sir.
So you have to link now these two files, HTML and JS.
Sir, just a minute. I just.
Okay. Okay, Shreyans, if you can share. Okay, one of you can. Okay. All right. Karan, you also have created the JS file, right? Okay, Karan, there's a noise at your end. Okay, let's proceed. So what we will do, let's go back to the JS. Okay. So let's write, let's have three variables where you're going to define, we'll have three variables, car1, car2, car3. And for these variables, you're going to define your three favorite cars.
Okay, sir. Sir, we have to write equal to, right?
Equal to, and the value you have to assign to the variable.
Okay, sir.
Okay, let's give a semicolon at the end also. Now, if you want to print these three car variables on a browser, you'll make use of document.write, correct? So let's write document.write. And in the bracket, not in the course, directly will specify car1. And put a semicolon, save it and show it to me on the browser, how this looks like.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, if you have to print the car2 and car3 on the web page, how will you do that?
So we can use plus over here.
Okay, let's do that. And if you have to print it on the new line every time on the next line,
So we'll use it again, the document.write.
correct. Okay, let's do that. Let's uh,
So,
let's make use of three document.write.
so it's coming in one line.
Okay, that means we have to go back. Let's go back to your code. Okay, so what we need to do, after car1, put a plus sign. We are going to concatenate plus sign, and then in double quotes, give a break, BR. In the
Okay,
quote,
sir.
in the tag, you have to give it.
Okay, sir.
No, so there will be double quotes, and then it will be break tag, right? So that when it is going to get rendered, there would be a break as such.
Okay, sir.
Just try for one and see it works or not. Okay.
Yes, sir, it is working.
Okay. So let's wait for Krish. So Krish, what we have done so far, we just defined three variables, and then we are printing the values of those variables on the web page. Karan, done?
Yeah.
Okay. Now imagine you have got probably 20 cars or 30 cars, then you need to write 20 different variables, and then you have to write 20 times these lines, correct? And this is not a
Yes,
good
sir.
way to program it. In these scenarios, we make use of something called as arrays. Okay, ARRAY, array. So if someone asks
Okay,
you like,
sir.
what is array? Array is a collection of values. Okay, so it's the same thing. We are going to probably do it in a different manner, which will make use of less number of lines of code. So whenever you have a lot of values which are similar and you want to collect them in a variable, instead of making use of different variables, you'll make use of array. Okay. So now if you can comment these lines of code, whatever you have written, now we will do it using an array. And do you remember how to comment? Okay. Okay, very good. Now let's hit enter. Now to define an array, you will always start with var, var. Let's say var, then give space. We'll give the name of the array, cars, cars. And then we are going to assign value. So the array, how it does it, 1 second. Array, so I've got car as a name of a variable array. I'll say equal to, then I will give a square bracket. Within this square bracket, I will define all the 3 cars that I have. Okay. Within double
Okay,
quotes.
sir.
Okay, very good. Now let's wait for Karan or Krish to confirm. Okay, Krish. Okay. Now we need to print this.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Krish.
Sir, can you send the code?
Okay, Shreyans,
Sir,
if you can.
because I'm disconnecting again and again.
Okay.
Shall I share the file or the code?
Whatever is easy as such.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I think Karan has shared, in fact. Okay. So let him come up to speed. Meanwhile, let's do one more thing. Let's create one more array by name color. Var, color, var, and give a color name. Color as a name of the variable, and give 3 different colors over here.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so what you have done, you have declared 2 kinds of arrays. One is colors, second one is a color. Sorry, one is cars, second one is colors. Now let's try to print these. Now let's try to print these. Okay, so again, document.write. Yes, Karan.
It doesn't work for me.
Okay, please share your screen. No, we have not printed anything on the screen as of now, right? We have just defined the array. We have to print using document.write. Karan, there's a lot of noise, so we have not printed it. If you can go back to your code, we have to print it using document.write.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there noise now?
Is there?
Noise is coming.
Yes, yeah. Okay. Let me go back. Krish, you have done this or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, show me, Krish. Uh, remove that JS code line, right? Let's remove this line. No, just JS code. Is this and this connected? No, it's not connected, right? We have to make source. Actually, you have let's remove the source. Yeah, remove that. Okay, is this connected, right? Both file name is matching this one, or
What do we have to write in var colors?
colors? Just specify 3 colors in that array. Any 3 colors. Krish, both of them are connected. Okay, say no. You have to open the file again. Say no again. Okay, close your array over here. Put a semicolon. Done. Put a semicolon over there. Okay. Then we have to print this, create one more array by name colors. There we will have 3 different colors defined. So this is an array, right? VAR cars. We will create one more array by name colors. Okay. And put 3 different colors inside that. Any name of and any 3 different color. Double quotes then. And when you define the array values, right, has to be separated by commas over here. Okay. Okay, now let me go back to Shreyans. Okay, Shreyans, please share. Okay, so what we have done, we have defined two arrays, cars and colors. And now let's print the cars, document.write cars. Just show me on the browser.
Yes, sir.
So it is coming, right? Similarly, let's do document.write colors also and see it is coming or not.
Yes, sir, it is coming.
Okay. Right now, let me go to Karan.
I'll share.
Yes, please share. Now there is no noise coming.
This is okay.
Okay, very good. And it is printing values, right? For you have to write document.write also after this.
Yes.
So, but it is not working for me.
Chris, just cross-check the JS file is connected to the HTML file or not. You're given the right file name or not in the source.
We'll make one more document, right?
Yes, yes, you will require one more, but end the first one with the semicolons. Every time the statement has to end with a semicolon. Okay, let's make it a habit. Okay, let's run it and show me. Okay, very good. Now let me go back to Krish. Krish,
But still it comes in a line on it.
you have to include the break in the document.write. In the first document.write for colors, you can include the break. Yeah, Krish, you have not written document.write. How will it get printed on the web page? So after that, write document.write and in bracket, round bracket, cars. Okay, and end it with a semicolon and just save it and show me on the web page. Okay, very good. Similarly, you have to do it for the other one also. Okay. Okay, now Shreyans, please share again. Okay, now just look at the screen of Shreyans. Okay, this is an important concept. Array has got an index. So that index always starts with 0. So this is the 0th value. This is the first value. This is the second value. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
even though normally you will say this is the first value, second value, third value, but when you're going to reference a value in an array, the first value is 0th value. The index of array, just remember the word index of array is 0, starts with 0, 0, 1, 2. Okay. With me, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we are going to assess or access the value of these. Okay, so can you suppose if the problem statement is, can you print only this value of the array? Okay, so this we can do it. If let's comment out these to document dot write. Let's comment these document dot write. Suppose we only want to print the Creta. Okay, so we'll say document dot write, then give a curly bracket, give the name of the array, cars, and cars, sorry, CARS, then give a square bracket and put 0 inside it. And put a semicolon and then just print it and show me. Okay. So can you share your, like show your code to others? So let them just have a look at the code. Similarly, try to print the third value also of color, the third value of color array. So 3 over there will not help me, right? Because always it starts with 0, right? Yes, 2 is the right. Thank you. Okay, let's show me, like run it and okay, very good. Now let's go back. Okay. Let's wait for Krish. So I'm repeating again. The index always start with number 0. So the first value has an index of 0, then 1, then 2. Okay. So that's why if I want to print the very first value in the array, I will have the index as 0. Say document.write, go to the cars array, whatever is in the 0th index, print that. So it printed Creta. For colors, it went to the third.
Actually,
Sorry, Karan.
I by mistake, I had to change my mode, so that's I by mistake sent a request to remote
Okay.
connect.
Okay. And for the colors, we wanted to show the third values. That's why we have an index of 2 over here. Okay. Now, let's take for example, you do not suppose you do not know how many elements are here in this array. Okay, so it may happen. We'll solve that problem later, not this time. Okay, but we'll come to that problem later. Okay, Krishnan.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Sir, I've done 5 minutes later, but I was in mute, so.
Okay, very good, Krish. Now, if you want to know what is the length of this array, like how many elements are in this array, for that you will make use of array dot length. Okay.
Sir, I have to write it.
No, don't write it right now. It's just so. Take for example, you want to know how many elements like are there. So you'll say document dot write. Let's write document dot write, and you can comment the above two documents. say document.write, and in the round bracket, just say cars.length. And semicolon, and then print it. No? Cars. Length. Yeah. Okay, 3. So now we know there are 3 elements in that array. Okay. Let's
Okay,
go
sir.
back. You have done that, Krish. So what this statement tells me, there are 3 elements in the array. That's why the length has come out to be 3. Okay. Now, if let me know if I'm going too fast. Okay. Now we will make use of this cars.length to print the values as such. Suppose someone asks you, print the last value in an array. So last value would be whatever is cars.length minus 1, right? 3 minus 1. The length is 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. So this is 0, 1, 2. So whatever is the second index position, that needs to get printed. Let me go to Krish now. Okay. Okay. So Krish, can you just run this and show me?
I've saved it.
Okay, the value has come out to be 3. Very good. Now let's go back to your code. Now we know the length of car, right? There are 3, the length is 3 because there are 3 elements over here. That's why the length has come out to be 3. Now if someone asks you, print the last value of the array. The last value of the array would be 3 minus 1 because this is 0, this is 1, this is 2.
Yes, sir.
So I want to print the second value. Okay. So now again go and write document.write. In the bracket, mention the array name, cars, and then in the square bracket say cars dot length minus 1. No, array name is cars, right?
Oh, sorry.
Cars.
Dot
And
length.
no, cars, and then you will have CARS. Yes, CARS.
CARS. Oh, sorry.
Okay, now just look at this particular line, right? I'm just wait for a second. Just look at this line. Okay. We have
Yes, sir.
documented right cars, and in the bracket we have written 0. Correct.
Yes, sir.
So similarly, we have to say cars. Then we will have square bracket. Start of the square bracket.
Hmm.
Then within that we'll say cars dot length minus 1. Cars dot length minus 1. And semicolon, end with that with semicolon. Okay, now save it and show me the value should come out to be Rolls-Royce. Okay, right? So try to understand like the logic that we are building. Yes, Karan?
My it is nothing is coming out.
Okay, share your screen. Put semicolon at the end. And the length spelling, just check spelling of length. Length, not ST.
Still it doesn't.
Okay, let's go back to your code. Document, but you have commented the variable also, right? Line number 7 should not be commented. From there only it will get the cars, right? Line number 7. Very good. Okay, how many of you remember the for loop?
Loop.
Hello. Do you guys remember the for loop or not? Yes, no.
Sir, can you repeat? I cannot hear you.
Yes, sir.
The for loop where we have for variable I, then we were iterating it through the loop. Okay, so what we need to do now, we will have a for loop. Okay, right? So let's say for, and we are going to loop through all the elements in that particular array. For, and then the statement was for var I in round bracket. Let's give round bracket.
Sir, wait a second. I'll just come.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we are going to create a loop. Okay, so loop for statement was for, for, then there was a round bracket. Say var var I equal I, then we say I comma. Then we used to say like how many times it is going to loop through it. So it will loop through it I less than I. So give comma. So again it will be I less than, say I less than cast dot length, cast dot length, comma I plus plus, and then after that you will, over here you will have curly brackets.
Where after plus plus?
No, after the round bracket. Yes, hit enter. And over here say document dot write, document dot write. And then we will say cars, and then in square bracket we will say I, and let's wait for others to also do this, and let's try to understand what we are doing over here. Okay, let's first complete it and put a semicolon. Okay, let's wait. Okay.
Sir, done.
Okay, just waiting for Krish. Karan, do one thing, just comment line number 14 and 15. Okay. Okay. Krish, done. Return the for loop.
Yeah, done. But I was again mute.
Okay. So what we are doing, we are saying there is a variable we define I. We say for var I, okay? Did it work for you guys? For anyone, did it work first of all?
No.
No. Okay. Do you know what is wrong in the line number 16?
What?
There is something wrong that we have written in line number 16. Okay. So whenever we have a for loop, we are saying there's a variable I, okay? But we have not assigned any value to that variable. There is no value that we assign. So we say for var I equals 0. Then till the time I is less than car length is 3. So I is less than 3. This is how it is going to calculate, right? Document dot write. So go and print the value. First time the value of I will be 0. So 0th element will get printed. Then the first element get printed. Now let's see it. Now run your code. Still no. Okay. How about you, Shreyansh?
So not happening.
Okay, let's go back to the code again. Did we put semicolon everywhere or comma we have put? In the for loop, it's semicolon over here because these are statements. For var I equals 0, semicolon. Then over here also semicolon.
We should remove all the.
Yes, sir, it is working.
Yes, now save it and show me.
Yes.
Okay, but just try to remember the syntax and all those. Okay, so try to see like there are various ways we are making use of different statement to print the same thing. Okay, and Krish, done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's try to recap. Very first thing, what we were doing, if there are 3 cars, we were having 3 different variables. Then we said this is not the right way to do it. Then we made use of an array. Array is a collection of values. Okay. After array has been defined, then we found out there is an index value. The first value is always the 0th value, and then it starts. Okay. Then if we want to print the values, suppose we want to print the 0th value, first value, second value, we were using document.write, document.write, document.write. We are writing too many statements, right? Instead of that, now we said we'll make use of for loop. Using just these 2 lines, take for example, you had 30 values. Using these 2 lines, you can print those values. You need not have document.write 30 times. Okay. I hope you guys are getting me.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
sir, in my it's showing undefined.
Okay, show me your code. Okay, code, show me the code. Whenever it comes undefined, that means you're trying to print a variable value which is not present. You have to do cast.length -1. Over here. No, wait. Okay, show me code. Okay, I think I misguided you. Let's go back to your code again. Where have you defined cars? You have for y equal to 0, I cast.length. Okay, sorry. This will be, go over here. Just remove this -1. Then remove this semicolon. Okay, now run it and show me. Okay, coming, all three coming, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let's do a small homework, which I will not help you. Go back. No, sorry, go back to your program. But I want to make sure that this should come in one line, this should come in second line, and this should come in the third line. So the car should come in using for loop. How you will do that?
Sir, break line.
You have done that today, yeah. Let's try that out. But do that change in the for loop
Sir,
itself.
done.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Share with me, Shreyans. Okay, very good. Show me the code. Okay, you use the break statement. Very good. Okay. Okay. Can we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's comment that for loop also again. Okay. Now you have got three values in your array. Okay. Suppose you want to enter the fourth value in the array. So instead of going on line number 8 and adding it, using in your program itself, you can add it. For that, you'll make use of a statement by name dot push. So let's make use of cars dot push. Cars is the name of the array. Cars dot push, and in round bracket, just give the next car whatever you want as such within that. Okay, so what you are doing, you have added a new value within the cars array by name Swift. Now let's try to see whether it has been added or not. So just write down document dot write. Now you have to do document dot write. Dot write, and then in bracket, just say cars. Yeah. It's okay. You can print all the values as such, not the individual index values. Okay, let's save it and show me. Okay, Swift has come now. Okay. Right, let me go to Karan.
What do we have to write, sir?
So we want to add a new value. Yes. Okay. Document dot write, and then you say cars. And just put a semicolon at the end also. Okay. All right. Now, take for example, right now when you printed this new car that you added, right, Tata Harrier, it was added at the very last. Can you show me again, Karan? It did not get printed or what? Just refresh it.
No.
Sir, I think there is an equal to after push.
Yes,
Car
equal
dot
to will
push.
not. Yeah.
I put it by mistake.
Let's save it and show me. Okay, so now it has come. Okay, but when we are adding push, it is going at the last value, right? 0, 1, 2, and then the fourth value came. Such. We want this, the next car that we add, we want it to come on the top.
Okay.
Okay. So now go back and say cars dot
Where?
cars, the next line
Cars
dot, we'll say unshift, un, unshift. And similarly, give a new car name. Just think about a new car and just give it over there. You know more car names than me, man. This is also a car robot.
I search car.
Okay. Okay. Now again do document.write cars and this Range Rover should be the first one. Just cross check.
Right. God. Yeah, Retro is the first.
Okay, very good. Okay.
I'll remove this.
Yes, you can remove. Okay. Let me go to Krishna.
Hello.
Hello, Krish.
Yes, sir.
Dot unshift. Okay. No, that bracket is not needed. Just print the entire cars array. Okay, let's save it. Not coming.
Yes, unswift.
The spelling, just check
Yes.
UN. Unshift it is, not Swift. N-U-N.
UNSHIFT it is.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, now just save it and show me. Okay. Forward we go again.
Oh,
Okay. No, it's okay. Show me the code as such. Let's remove line number 22. Okay. Now save it. Okay, Tata has come on the first one. Okay. Now let's try to understand one more thing. So we have got, for example, this is a table. Okay. This is my 0th element, first element, second element, third element. Okay. So we have got now total 4 over here, correct? As of now. To add a new one, we are using a command by name push, correct? To take out something, we'll make use of command pop. Okay. Now in programming, what will happen? The data will come in, it will get processed, and then you will pop it out. Okay. So now let's go back to your code. We'll make use of cars.pop.
Pop, yeah.
Go to the next line, cars.pop.
Wait, just a minute. Sir, now tell me what?
So we want to remove something, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we are going to remove, suppose we want to remove the last element. Okay. So let's first define an element by name var last equals var last equal cars.pop, cars.pop, and after that 2 brackets, the round bracket. Okay. And then put a semicolon, round bracket, put a semicolon, and then do document.write last. Now we will see what is the value that last has got. And say last. Okay. So, and put semicolon after that. And then hit enter again. And say document.write cars. And do not run it. Just wait for others to document.write cars.
Done.
Okay. Okay. And can you comment out these lines? Line number 23. Line just line number 23.
No, sir. Wait.
It works.
Okay. Okay. Now let's show me your code. Save it and show me. Okay, let's go back. So can you put break over here just to make sure that we can read it? So put a break over here. You have to put it plus and then it has to be there, right? The way you've done it. Plus then it has to be double quotes, right? In the break. Okay. Okay. So what it is showing, the last element was this. Okay. And now the car has got only 2 cars. I hope you're getting me. It has removed the last one. Got it, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it okay we continue? Or you
Yes,
guys
sir.
have to go somewhere?
No, it's okay. Yeah, we can continue.
Okay, great. I'm just thinking the next thing. Okay. Shreyans, please share.
Sir?
Yes, I'm there. Okay. So we just understood about the pop thing. Okay. Now, so what if we want to remove? So right now the pop will only remove the last element of the array. Okay. Suppose this element has got, for example, 3 values. Okay. Suppose we want to go and only remove the first value. We want to remove only the second value. So for that, we will make use of a function by name splice. Okay. So let's do let's define a new variable var removed, and say equals cars dot splice, splice, and in bracket, suppose we want to remove the first one. Okay, so we'll say 0, 1. Okay, so the way it does it, it is going to start index. So go to this particular array, start from 0th element and remove it as the first one. Okay. Now let's go and print this particular remove. Let's see what gets removed. Document.write. Okay. And let's wait for others also.
Sir, can I open it in the browser?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, it is happening.
Okay. All right, let's go back. Suppose you said only 1. Okay. Can you make, instead of 1, make it 2 and then run it again? You have, yeah, let's make it 2.
Yes, sir.
Save it and run it again. Okay. So you're saying starting from 0, start from 0th element, and how many you want to remove, that is you're specifying over there. Okay. Suppose you want to remove all the 3, then you will say 0, 4. But our array will become blank. So just do 0, 2 and then cross check.
Okay, sir. Sir, can we do it like only one needs to remove?
Only
Like
one,
for example,
then,
1.
So
So if that one element needs to be removed, not any other.
Not in, so in between you want to do it, right? Like,
yes, sir. For example, BMW, I need to remove this. Professor, how will I remove it?
For that, you have to specify the starting position, right? So let's go back. So just remember, so it is the first thing is the starting position. Okay. Let's do one thing.
Okay, sir, understood.
So if whatever you want to remove, go to that position and then say 1, 1. Suppose that position is second, then second. And if you want to remove that, put 1 over there.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
It's not working. I don't know.
Okay, Karan, please share. Okay, what is your code? How many things car has got now? Dot pop. You have removed car. You have removed. Let's comment line number 21. Let's remove. Yeah. Let's only have till line number 24. You can comment. Okay. Now just run your code again.
Yeah, it changed.
Okay. But let's see what has changed. Okay. Right. So what it has done, it has removed 2 elements, right? Only the third element, because say start from 0 and remove first and second element. So that's why you have, then it become blank. Okay. All right. Now suppose you want to remove, suppose you want to just remove the second element, then you say 1, 1. Start from the first and then remove whatever is there as such. And now, okay. Okay, so now let me go to Krish.
Sir, I'm not able to understand anything, sir.
Okay,
Sir, it's not. Sir, see.
come again. Okay,
I
document.
just comment.
Okay, do one thing. Uncomment till this. Uncomment till this line. Sorry, comment till this line. Sorry, comment till this line.
Sure.
Okay.
Sir, but we have to show this var and document and this last car pop.
Yeah, so we are doing something new now, right? We are doing the splice thing, not the slice, splice. Now let's take for example, currently you have 3 cars, right? Over here, the
Yes, sir.
array has got 3 cars. Suppose you just want to remove this one. Okay, so let's go and say define a variable var remove equals.
So var remove equal.
Yeah, so we are going to define a var, then give space. The name of the variable is remove equal. We'll say splice. We'll say cars dot splice. So cars is the name of it, right? Cars. Just take the spelling of CARS. Cars. The spelling of it, right, over here.
Yeah, car spelling.
And then in the round bracket, you'll specify the starting position. So this is 0, this is 1. So I want to start from 1. So you'll say 1. You say 1 first because you want to remove this position, right? Start from 1 and comma the first one itself, and and then put a semicolon after that, and then do document dot write cars. Then you should show me what all is remaining in the cars.
Done.
Okay.
This should I show you?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Now let's do one more thing, where if we want to merge 2 arrays. Okay. So now we have got 2 arrays. One is cars, second one is colors. Now let's go back to the code. So we want to merge 2 arrays, right? So this is one array and this is the second array. We want to merge this together. For that, we will make use of something known as concat. Concat is concatenation. Okay. So yes. So let's go down next line. Okay. We'll say var, and we'll just name the variable name as fancy cars. Fancy. There is no name, no space in between fancy cars. So when you define a variable, right? So there should not be any space as such. Fancy cars equal. So we have got this car, and after that we want to add the color over here. Okay, so we will have one big array then, which will contain the cars also, it will contain the colors also. So since cars is coming first, we'll make use of just say cars dot cars dot concat concat and in bracket
What should we write in bracket?
you will just give the name of the next array, which is color.
Sir, what should?
The name of the next array, right, which is the color. So you want to concatenate both of them, right? No, color. Okay, let's put a semicolon and do document.write fancy car.
Fancy.
The same we want to print it, right? What is there inside this array now? Put a semicolon at the end. Okay, let's save it. Okay, so we have got now one big array as such, right? Okay, so just practice it now. Okay, so a lot of things in arrays as such.
By mistake.
Come again, Karan.
Can you show me the
Okay, or all right. Krish.
Yes, sir, I'm sure.
Yeah, I did something wrong that way. Sir, can I show mine?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Karan.
Can you stop?
Merge.
My var name March.
Okay.
And I did like this and okay.
Yeah, so that means so that's what we wanted to do, right? So it is just showing one big array now having values from two different arrays, correct?
Yeah.
That's correct. Okay. So practice again. All right. The next, so now what we are looking into is slightly complex things. Okay. It is not fancy things now. Okay. So it requires practice.
Okay.
Next time when we meet, we will talk about objects.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, Shreya.
Sir, can I show my last class homework? Actually, Gmail wasn't allowing JS files.
Yeah, sure, sure. Writing player distance, the distance equals 0. Okay, good.
Sir, I added this over here.
Okay, that's good. You have made it a function. Okay. Okay.
So
Show me.
this is in
This has missed the ball.
the
Good.
web.
Okay. And if you go back, and if we give -10, what happens? Krish has hit the ball. So we have to change our thing, right? So we'll have one more else if.
Oh, sir, can we change over here also?
Yes, we can do that. Let's try that. Less than equal to, not this way, the other way around. Equal to, yeah, no, not this way. Put less than sign and then put equal to sign.
So Okay, sir.
All right, but that's good. So it's just that
Thank you,
when you are testing it, right? So test for all the possible values.
Okay, sir.
Okay, right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye, Karan. Bye, Krish. Bye, Shreyansh.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye, Karan.